Okay, so here's a look at this Cuisinart coffee maker that we've got for our kitchen. This is going to be a pretty beefy sized coffee maker. So if you're looking for something that is compact, this probably isn't it. But if you want something that has a lot of versatility, you're able to make different types of coffees, then I would say this probably is for you. So I'm going to go through some of the features. I'll show you how it works, and I'll show you why we picked this coffee maker. Okay, so first thing is on the front right here, we've got all the different settings, and you can see there's different options here. We've got bold, we've got carafe temperature, we've got over ice, we've got the clean, pod over here on the left, and then carafe on the right. And that's kind of the main function of this one, is the fact that you're able to make pot coffee in a carafe on this side, and then you're able to use the pods over here on this side. And another thing that I really like about this is the fact that you're able to make like an over ice drink, and it's going to make it a little different than it would if you were having just a hot drink by itself. So this is going to be like your standard cup for a hot coffee. It's got a little, I guess that's like a little step or something for it to sit on right there. And you're able to put it right there. That way the coffee isn't splashing all over the place. But what I like about it is if I'm gonna make my coffee to go, I don't have to make it in there and then transfer it over. I can actually just take my cup, put it underneath here, and then I can make my coffee that way. So like I said, on one side it's gonna be the K-cup feature. So on the inside here, when I open it up, you can see this is the standard K-cup sizing right there. Up at the top, it's got a needle that's going to pierce through the K-cup, and that's where the water is going to go through the K-cup to brew the coffee. But yeah, this top part, nice and easy. You just pull it up there with the little latch, and then it's going to snap in place. And I like that. It feels tactical, feels like it's actually snapping right into place so that you know that it's actually full. All right, now over here on the back side, you've got two water components. So one right here, this is going to be for the K-cup, and this is actually removable. So if you want to pop this off, you could take this off and fill it up. You just want to make sure that you're filling it up to the minimum, in between the minimum and the maximum fill line. So once it gets down to that minimum fill, make sure that you add more water in it. It usually makes quite a few coffees. You can see that this container is pretty big. So it's not like you're going to have to add water every day or every other day or anything like that. It's nice. You only need to fill it up once in a while, especially if you're going to be using both sides of it, then it's not a huge deal. So over here on the other side, on the back, here is the fill line for the pot coffee. So if you're going to be making the pot coffee, all you got to do is fill it up right here on this part on the inside. It looks a little weird at first, but just know it's right behind this little window right there. Okay, so for the carafe or pot coffee, on the inside, it's gonna come with this metal mesh filter, which I like using. And then under here is gonna be just a plastic piece basically that this mesh is gonna go into. And you're gonna take this out when you wanna clean it, which makes it helpful instead of this just being directly in here and you having to scoop your arm in there to clean it up. It's really easy. You just pull this out, bring it over to the sink, clean everything up, and then you just throw it right back in there. Super easy. All right, so that is for making the pot coffee and making the K-cups. Now down here at the bottom, this is actually gonna be heated. So this has been plugged in for a minute and it's already warm. So this is going to keep your coffee nice and warm. Another cool feature about this, so that your coffee is not just sitting there and cooling down right away. So let's look at some of these settings here on the front. You can see there's a dial in the middle. Whenever you're going to be brewing your coffee, just your normal, if you're going to be manually selecting things, you want to leave this on brew. Over here on the left, it's got the auto on, and on the right, it's got the auto off. So it depends on how you set the settings on here. You can have it start making coffee at a specific time. And then down here at the bottom, this is gonna be the program button. That's gonna be how you're gonna program your timing and your timer, like when it's gonna make the coffee. Then these settings right here. So I like the fact that this does have a bold setting, so it's gonna make it a little bit more bold, less watery. You can also change the carafe temperature as well. So if you wanna change the temperature setting of this, you could do that right there. Over ice, I make a lot of iced coffee, so I'm using this setting all the time to make sure that it's gonna be the right mixture of water and coffee. And then if you want to clean it, you can put it right there into cleaning mode. It's gonna just steam and clean through. But yeah, basic settings, pod, if you're using this side, carafe, if you're using this side, and then all you gotta do is hit the brew button. So a little overwhelming at first, but once you get to using it and you use it like 1 or 2 times, it makes it super easy. This is an awesome machine if you have people in the house. Maybe one person likes the pot coffee or one person likes the K cup style coffee, then you can just make both of the coffees at the same time. And I like that it has the split water as well. So if you're really only going to be using one side, you can just put water on one of the other sides. So yeah, if you're looking for a good coffee machine that can kind of do it all and looks good, I would definitely recommend picking this up.